looks like a plus thing.
Right.
And it's going to be 3, which is management. So when you click on 3, right, you will go down to your login, and like me, and then you're going to put in whatever your password is, right? So you're going to get here, and once you put in your password, you're going to click on cycles. Endoscopes, right? And then after you clicked on endoscopes, you're going to see this little blue thing that looks like 2 arrows, like a reverse and a forward. Looks like. So you're going to click on that. So I don't know what just happened. Yeah, but in order to be able to input anything in here, you have to click on that first. If it doesn't allow you to click on that, well, then that means that your access level is not set up correctly, and then it means that I didn't set your access level up correctly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set your access level to be the same as mine, because there's no reason why you can't. It shouldn't be. And then you're going to click on what looks like a piece of blank sheet of paper with like a corner kind of flipped over, right? And you're going to go here, and you're going to take all your information that you have. So like, for instance, you have, this is the type of scope that it is. It's a, it is a Pentax EE17-J10. So now we're going to come down here and look for EE17-J10. So you're going to select that. And then this will populate where it says hookup. The reason why that's going to populate is because I had to program that scope into endoscope types in order for that to populate. And so that is basically the hookup number that is on the actual block that gets connected to the Medivator, and then your scope gets connected to that. And then you're just going to come over here, and you can grab the keyboard, and you can type in Fujinon. And what I just realized I didn't do is I didn't get the barcode for it, but I might just use one of the barcodes that are here. So you're going to type in Fujinon, and then this is going to be your barcode. So like, for instance, you're going to take one of the barcodes. So here's what I'm going to tell you. You have to make sure that the barcode that you select is not something that's already been used. So the problem that we have in doing this particular one is that we have the Medivators downstairs and the ones up here. And so some things might be programmed downstairs that are not programmed in here. And so, I mean, we could run into issues where, like, we've selected a barcode and it might be something that was already used or whatever. But what we can do is I'm going to put in a barcode, and if it says, hey, that barcode has already been used, then you won't be able to use it. But we're still gonna, but what I do is I notice that, like, see how you notice like one of these is no longer here? That means that I possibly used that barcode. So I'm gonna use 0197 for that scope downstairs. So we're gonna try it, 0197. So that's gonna be, and what I do is I put the type number. Now, really, if you look, the type number could be 123, it could be anything. But usually I just use 197. Because if my barcode is 197, I just use the type number as 197. But really, if you look here, you can use anything, right? It looks like you could use just about anything. But I just go 197. And hopefully that hasn't been used. Yeah, no, you don't put the 0. So the only time you put the 0 is when it's in the barcode area. But for this, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And then the type number is going to be, so unlike a ion, it's 490305. But what I noticed here when I was doing them up here is that, like, there's no type number in this area for any of their scopes. These type numbers are only here because I did that. But, so it looks like you don't really need the type number. I mean, the most important thing is that the hookup number is correct and your serial number is correct.
How did you get the hookup again? Or
so when you select the type of endoscope that you're going to be putting in here, it just automatically populates because I set it up down here so that it would, or it was already set up down there. It might have been, but for this particular one, I had to set it up in here so that it would automatically populate like that. And then you're going to put the serial number. So now we have our serial number here, which is B00, and your serial number and your internal ID will be the same. 1TKO33. And to make this easier, what I do is I just come over here and I copy and then I paste it, right? Because it's easier to do that than typing it twice, right? And then you always have to make sure you're selecting in service. So if you don't select in service, it's not going to allow the scope to go through. So that always has to be something you select. And then what you'll do is you'll edit on and off. And so as long as it goes through like that, that means that everything is good. So that means that in this Medivator 0197 was not being used for either the code or for the barcode. So you're good to go. Now it could be Medivated in here, but now what I got to do for you guys is I have to go over here to the users, and just like mine, how it's